If you're watching this video, then you clearly want to make a successful YouTube channel. Today I'll be sharing with you guys 5 tips when you're starting a YouTube channel in 2021. Hello YouTube, I'm Brandon and welcome to my first video on this second channel. It's going to be dedicated to videos like this, teaching you how to create a successful YouTube channel. Now if you don't know me and you're new around here, I own another channel called Pilot Stud focusing on aviation related content, and I've got close to 6,000 subscribers and turned it into a very steady income. While it's not the biggest channel out, it has made me learn a lot of things. And I'll be sharing with you the tips I used when I went from 0 subscribers to around 5,000 subscribers in 1 year and turned it into passive income. Let's go do it. Okay, so there'll be 5 tips in this video. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see if we can get to 100 subscribers in a few days time. That would be very impressive. Now the first tip is keep it simple. Now I see a lot of YouTube channels out there when they're starting out and they really try and diversify into loads of different markets, and you might be thinking, well, why wouldn't you do that? Surely you're going to get a bigger audience. Well, that's not true, because with YouTube you want an audience that stays with you. Now of course, if you make loads of random videos, you're not going to get an audience that stays with you. You're going to get an audience that comes along for one video and then disappears off into oblivion. Now, that might be the type of YouTube channel you want, but trust me guys, you're not going to grow like that. That is only really going to work if you're a bigger channel and you've got an established audience. Keep it simple, focus on 1 or 2 different games if you're going down the gaming route, and then as you get bigger you can expand into other things. If you use my YouTube channel as a case study, I started off with one flight simulator, and then as we went on I moved to follow the demand. And on top of this, I start throwing in fun little videos that I personally enjoy making, and they don't do too badly, but I could only do this with the size of my medium-sized channel. Keep it simple, it's all you really need to do. If you provide a consistent level of simple, closely related videos, trust me guys, you'll experience growth. The second tip is do not do it for money. YouTube can make you money, but if you're focused on that, you will not succeed. If you wake up every day and say, right, I'm going to make a YouTube video because down the line I want money, it's going to fail. That's all I'm going to say, it is going to fail. Do it for fun. Focus on something you love, because then the passion is reflected in the videos you make. It is vitally important you do this guys, because trust me, if you do this, down the line you will make money off YouTube. But if you start up a small channel with 1 or 2 subscribers and say, right, I want to make whatever amount of money, then it's not going to work. YouTube is a tool for income, but don't see that as the only reason to create content. At the end of the day, it's a social media site. You want to be creating a community and interacting with it. Number 3 is expect haters, especially when you're starting up. You might be pretty proud of your content, and it's likely that it is pretty good, but of course the internet is a bad place and there's quite a few horrible people on there, so expect haters. You get 2 kind of haters on YouTube from my experience. You get the ones that try and offer a bit of advice but go about it in quite a rude way. You guys know what I mean. And then of course you get the absolutely stupid ones that have no clue what they're talking about. They just don't like it, probably because you're more successful than them. But if they do offer some criticism, take it on board, it might be pretty good. Of course, you want to appeal to a larger audience, so normally take it on board unless they're just talking rubbish. Now the 4th tip is don't worry about equipment. When I first started my main channel back in early 2020, just over a year ago, I used my iPhone, and in fact I still do use my iPhone for a lot of filming now because it's a fantastic tool. You're probably holding one right now if I'm being honest. Use it, and if your channel goes well you can fund expansion, speculate to accumulate. If you see demand, then I'd normally recommend you buy equipment for that, to mean you can meet that demand. However, if you're a new channel and you haven't got much money in your bank, then use what you've got. Also guys, there is a load of free stuff, you'd be really surprised. I still use a free video editor, DaVinci Resolve, and it is really good, I have to say. I'll put a link in the description. It's really worth it. I still use it for my larger channel and this one. I really do love it. DaVinci, some say, rivals Premiere Pro, but again guys, this is personal preference. If you don't want to use Resolve, then there's plenty of free options as well. And you can even do free trials with it, so I mean there's always that route. But don't worry about equipment, guys, we all start somewhere. I'm using a microphone that I bought for around £100 right now. It's very good, I have to say, but up until that I was using my phone and I was using a little cheap Amazon microphone. Don't worry about what the bigger creators are doing because they were like you one time. Now my fifth tip today, my fifth and final tip, is that practice makes perfect. YouTube is a combination of determination, hard work and luck. When you start out either later today or in the next few days, make simple videos and expect it to be slow. Honestly guys, you can try and copy the formats of your YouTube idols, but chances are it won't work and you'll be waiting down the line. Of course there is a few success stories down there, but chances are copying doesn't really work on YouTube, and you're kind of lying to yourself. Not exactly lying, but you guys know what I mean. It takes a while to build up a YouTube channel, even with quite established creators. I mean, look at me, this is my first video, and if this was my first video a year ago, it would have been horrendous. Practice makes perfect, guys. If you keep working at it, you'll succeed. All your skills will improve from your talking to your video editing. If you want to see an example of that, just go check out some of my older videos on my other channel. They are horrific, but people, to be fair, did like them. And bonus tip guys, just do it. Seriously, there is nothing holding you back except yourself. If you're watching this YouTube video, then you've probably got the equipment already, whether you're watching it on a computer, a laptop or a mobile phone. They've all got ways to create content. You will not expand unless you don't do it, unless you do not provide a consistent quality and a consistent amount of videos. You've really got to find the self-motivation, the self-determination in yourself to fuel you along your YouTube journey. So there you have it guys. If you're starting out YouTube in 2021, there was 5 tips. I really hope I've helped you. This is my first video, so I'm still getting used to this type of video, of course. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't done already. Thanks for watching this video guys. Have a good one. Bye bye.